Welcome to episode 7 of the Lack Thereof podcast. DJDubC Flemoxicillin, and our guest today is Back to Radio, aka Adam. Adam, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, I think we said that you're gonna tell me when to talk.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that was technically when. But
It's really weird because he usually skips the guest and asks me how I'm doing, so I'm very surprised. This is I feel
I'm special. We used to be coworkers. We're a special place in each other's hearts.
True. I thought that asking how you doing would be a good, little thing. But anyway, Flem, how are you doing, man? I know you took a break this week, so.
Oh no, I'm fine. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a little break. So we didn't play any games at all this week. So
you're still in the letter I.
Still in the letter I, but I'm gonna beat that game probably. I'm gonna make it a shorter game. Well, it's the same game. The I Love You, Colonel Sanders. It's so fun to say that out loud. But I'll be streaming that. My whole schedule's changing. Like everything's gonna be changing. So
Yeah, you said you're doing it like in the morning now, right?
Yeah, my goal is to wake up at like 4 a.m. and start streaming.
Wow.
With my schedule is like it's so finicky. Like even now, like doing the 9 p.m. thing, which 9 for me, I think it's like 10 for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like I just walked in the door. Like
Oh wow.
I'm a busy person, unfortunately, and I don't like it. But hopefully this will help curb all my busyness.
Sometimes busy is good. I mean,
a lot of times
in a way.
I don't like it.
No, well, true.
You
But anyway.
need a good balance. You don't want to be busy all the time, but you want to be active.
Active,
I feel like active's the better thing.
That's
You
the
don't
word.
want to say,
That's a
like,
better
I'm
word.
busy all the time, but like I'm active all the time. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
And when I say I'm busy, and this is probably something you can relate to, Back2Radio /Adam.
Yeah.
That's
You can just call me Adam. You don't have to be formal. Back to Radio is my father.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm comfortable yet, but I'll get there. Back. I'll get there.
Going back.
Ooh,
as
nicknames.
a parent, it's like I feel like even when I say I'm so busy, it's like a lot of times I'm just like taking care of my kids. It's not like busy like I'm out doing something. It's like, oh, one kid just threw a toy at the other and they're screaming, crying, and I'm constantly assessing the situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's like potty training right now is the big thing for me. That's the big adventure that Charles is taking me down.
Oh, for your son. Okay.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about for yourself.
Yeah.
Mom, you can wipe me. Is he asking to wipe his butt every 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Does that happen?
It's the funny thing. So he doesn't say I need wiping or anything like that. Like there's a story about whenever I was going through potty training, my dad was trying to sell the house, and the realtor was doing the walkthrough with him, and he goes in to the backyard, closes the glass door, leaves me alone on the toilet, thinking I can handle it. Because he's like, you know what? I'm proud of you. You got this, Adam. You got this. Back to Radio, little back.
And back. Squeeze it out, back.
The moment that they closed the door, I must have pinched off the log, right? So I go running to the glass door. I bang on it. My little pecker's smushed against the glass like a petri dish. And I go, Daddy! Daddy! Wipe my bottom, Daddy!
Oh my God, that's great.
But Charles, he hates it. Like he doesn't want me to wipe his butt. So like the second day of him finally figuring out how to poop on the on the toilet, he goes and starts wiping his own ass. I'm like, I'm so proud of you. He misses it every time. Like I don't know what the hell he's actually wiping, but like but the kid wouldn't be more proud of himself. Like he has the biggest grin.
That's great.
That is
Ronnie,
great.
how's your wiping situation? You pretty good at that? Or?
It's going great. It's going great. It's like that scene in what's it, Big Daddy, when the kid's like, I wipe my own ass.
Yeah. Do you tell that to yourself, like to your roommate?
I'll tell it to everybody. I'll be like, yeah, I'll tell it to everybody.
Do you give yourself gummy bears every time you go to the bathroom?
I do.
Little sticker action.
Little reward.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So my son, he does not like to wipe his own anus, nor does he tell us half the time when he needs it wiped.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he'll
I'm
go.
afraid of that. I'm afraid. I mean, we lost many a good pairs of training underwear the first few weeks.
Yeah, you need to learn that fast because I lose some nowadays. So it's rough. But yeah, Lincoln's pretty good. He's good at the potty. But now my daughter's trying to learn, and she seems to be taking to it a lot better.
Yeah, I
But,
hear that a lot. I hear that a lot that girls tend to do much better on the toilet than boys do. I mean, we had to wait till 3 years old to even start doing it, with the threat of taking away preschool. And that was
threatened to take away school.
yeah. Well, he doesn't know what horrors are awaiting him.
Past this, yeah.
Yeah,
True.
Tell the next 12 years are miserable. They were for me.
Yeah, no, it's definitely one of those things I'm not looking forward to. Just having to let him endure what he has to endure. But it's like it's the rite of passage that every man, woman, child, anything has to go through. It's school. It's just for the good and the bad. There's definitely lots and lots and lots of bad. I mean, I don't think anybody that's grown up in the past, I'm just going to use our nation as a thing because the schools in the little house on the prairie, it's like 200 years. Hasn't had to deal with bullying or just making that one accident that everybody will remember you for the rest of your life. So you have to leave town when you become age.
You're setting yourself up because I'm feeling like you had to leave town and you did.
I did leave town. I went to Delaware, man.
So, did you
hey man, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have met, man. So
it's true. It's true.
Have you had? What was the most embarrassing thing for you, Ronnie? Did you have something in school happen that caused you to? I mean, we went to school together, but I don't remember, other than all your DJ White Chocolate past.
I can't. Not something like people would remember. I mean, I've had embarrassing stuff happen, but nothing that like haunted me throughout my school year. I was pretty much just like the quiet guy that just got his work done and just went home. Like I'd go to like a football game once in a while, but that's pretty much all I did.
You're telling me that there's no like events that happen from your day to day that you just reflect upon like 10 years later?
Oh no, like
okay? Thank God. No, I just want to make sure I was normal. I just want to make sure I was normal. I could like get like a basis going on.
Yeah,
here.
no. I've definitely had my moments. I mean, I'm sure Flem has seen them too. It's just kind of like
might have, yeah. I remember little Ronnie. You're so cool.
Like I remember like I'd walk up the stairs, I'd fall and like stuff like that. Like I was terrible in gym, so I probably got made fun of in gym a lot. So
I just want to hear one of those things that haunts me. Like you're talking about the falling down. That just opened up a memory.
Oh no.
Yeah, this was like middle school. I think we were like 7th or 8th grade, and my buddy Ernie, he used to dress like Ernie from Sesame Street too.
Dang.
He was just a little kid, and like he was little. I mean, I'm 6'4", so like, I'm tall. I was always the tall one in my class.
You're like Bert.
I was kind of like Bert, except Bert would have helped his friend when he fell down the ramp, like the handicap ramp. In the school, Ernie wasn't handicapped. Like I'm not. I just want to put that one out there. I'm not an awful person. But he wasn't handicapped, so at least I got that going for me. And he fell down the stairs the ramp backwards, and he's like looking around for anybody to help him up, and I just like act like I didn't see it and just scooted off my merry way. And like I still think about that sometimes, like every once in a while. Like,
that's terrible.
It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing.
What are you talking about? His name was Ernie. That's strike one.
It was like Ernest.
Strike one.
Strike one. I feel bad for him being named Ernie. Strike two. He's dressed like Ernie.
Yeah, he always wore like the Sesame Street colored sweaters. It'd be like August, like when school starts, and he'd be wearing a full-on sweater with jeans.
Oh wow!
And the white socks. I also like that's one thing I hate white socks.
I haven't worn white socks in a long time either.
You'd be really good at a police lineup when they're trying to find a criminal.
Right?
you got his whole thing down.
Like it's Snuffleupagus.
Yeah. Well, we kind of skipped a lot going on here, but you should introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself. Because I
Yeah,
don't
this
think
is
I know a
all
lot,
about
to
you,
be
man.
honest.
All about you. We want to know your origin story, man.
I went back to radio. I
Oh,
wanna
my
know
Batman.
You're Batman, yeah,
The
exactly.
night my parents died. Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah, the Pearl
However far you
That
want to
didn't
go.
That didn't happen.
I know.
I don't think anyone believed that it happened, by the way. You're fine. I think you're good. I don't think our audience is like, what?
It's like whenever you say allegedly after you say something like stupid, like you gotta say it. You just have to say it.
Absolutely.
No, but my origin story, yeah, I like to go on tangents. If you haven't noticed, it's kind of my thing. I was bad at calculus, but getting the derivative was
Oh, I don't know math. I hope this is not math.
yeah. See, I hope that was a funny joke. I picture tangents and derivatives.
I just don't know math. Yes, I'm sorry. That was very good.
I appreciate it. See, like when we started this, I tried making a joke with Ronnie, but it fell flat because it wasn't really a good joke, and that's what my child has to deal with every day. Because I try to make jokes with him. The best one we've come up with is the knock knock.
Who's there?
Oh yeah, okay.
There you go. Moo. Shit.
Moo.
Damn it! I messed it up.
I think you mean interrupting Cal.
No, I just mean cow. You go cow who? You say no. Cow says moo.
Okay,
It's like the owls say who. And
Yeah.
that's the best I've gotten. That was like
Hey, you can't go
1.5
wrong with a good dad
years of
joke.
workshopping it.
Yeah. Good dad jokes, man. Can't go
I'm
wrong
trying
with
to
them.
get there.
The interrupting Cal one's really good though.
Yeah.
You know, if you
No,
have
that's
a
actually
run
solid.
back.
I'm gonna throw that one on them.
Oh, it's very. My kids love it, and they try to tell it, but they just start off with you go knock knock, and they go moo, and then it kind of kills the joke.
Yep.
But they do love it.
Yep. And I kill them all the time because I forget where's the punchline, where's the setup. I get them mixed up. I'm no smarter than a 3-year-old. But no, so the Batman Back to Radio collab origin story deluxe limited edition 5th print. All right.
I like it.
Yeah, no, I mean, so it's like I said, it's like I talked about the high school. Like I wasn't like Ronnie, just like you. I was just like I was a tall, quiet kid. I did some sports here and there. Like I played football for a little bit. Then I didn't get along with the team that well, so I quit that. Joined up with cross country because I knew like the running guys because I was in class with them because I really pushed myself academically to be AP and honor student. And whatever the hell that was supposed to do for me, because
Yeah.
now I'm a voice actor.
I don't know what AP means, so
yeah, like Associated Press, I guess.
Oh,
Okay.
we worked for Al Jazeera, Just...
So you did cross country and stuff?
I just kind of wanted to get away, after high school because it wasn't that great for me. It wasn't that terrible for me, but it wasn't what I thought it was meant to be. Like you watch all the movies, like, I don't know, High School Musical, and you think you play basketball, you get the gal, you get to have the homecoming, and you have fun. But it's like that stuff never really clicked with me, the movies nor the reality of it. So I went ahead and I enlisted in the military, and this was back in 2011. Yes,
probably almost 2012, probably. Because
this was summer.
You're my age.
Summer
we did the same thing.
Oh, you guys got so much in common.
Yeah, we did the same thing, bud.
What service were you?
I was in the Air Force. And
Air Force Coast Guard, so we're the smart ones.
That's what they say. I barely got a passing grade on the ASVAB, but
I scored perfect on that thing. That was the best test I ever took because it got me out of enlisting with the Marines. Because
I took it a half day at school.
See, they didn't do any of that for us. That's not really fair. They had Did you guys have the recruiters go to your schools too?
So when I left Delaware, I don't know if you even know this, Ronnie. I went to a very small school. I had a graduating class of 32 students.
Are you serious?
Oh wow.
Yeah. So if you said you were joining the military in this small town, they all acted like you just served like a tour in Iraq. And all I did was say that I was joining.
I mean, that was also just like that's the mentality of people back then, dude. Because that's why you always had the people saying like, "Oh, I would enlist, but I'm afraid I'd punch the drill sergeant." It's like I don't think kids say that anymore, but like they used to back in the day because they wanted all the clout of being in the service. Because like, I mean, I grew up right outside of Baltimore, and everybody there was just like, once you signed the paper, they were like, you're a local hero. And it felt kind of cool. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like it's And it's not why I did it, but it was some of the coolest feelings I felt.
That's awesome.
Ronnie, why didn't you serve your country?
Well, one, I.
Why didn't you care as much about the American people?
All right, hold on.
Why don't you care?
Okay, hold on. So
why didn't you help fight for freedom, buddy?
It's nothing crazy. One, I would probably treat it like it's like a Major Payne movie. I'd probably be like a comedian the whole time, or I'd probably like laugh the whole time and they'd kick me out, or I'd be like, I don't know, like in the movies, you'd see me like brushing with a toothbrush or something the floors or something like that. Or
I think you'd have done really good on that.
Or but also, wouldn't I be exempt? Because wouldn't a type 1 diabetic be exempt from the military?
Maybe.
Have you not seen Captain America? You just lie your way in, buddy.
I've always heard that type 1 diabetics were exempt from the military.
They might be, but they don't have to know. Why didn't you serve for your country?
You don't have to let that know from the so whenever they don't give you insulin, they'll find out the hard way.
It's nothing crazy. I mean, like once I got out of high school, I actually I worked at Target for a year, and then after that,
the same thing, by the way.
It is.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
it's like, can I help you find your next TV, ma'am?
Well, it was actually overnight, so I was stocking shelves and stuff. But after that, I wanted to go to school. I went to Dell Tech for like a semester to go for multimedia, and that's how I got into radio. So that's how I got into iHeartMedia, and I just stuck with that and went from there.
My story has a long way to go before I
just for transparency purposes, I am more than fine with you not joining the military.
I know. No, dude. And honestly,
I would find it very weird if you didn't.
Yeah, I wish I had never even joined. I'm pretty much anti-military at this point. So you're
dude. In all seriousness, I am serious. Like I would treat it like it's a Major Payne movie or something like that. Like it could be Full Metal Jacket for me, but I'd probably be like Major Payne more than anything. Or Stripes. It could be like Stripes too.
Do you mean that you would have a group of children that you would be in charge of?
Wait, no, I just
type of movie. You're gonna
just being funny, just having a good time. It's like
you're gonna
a comedy.
Shoot a closet up because it says there's the boogeyman's in there.
I'd be the clown. I'd be making everybody laugh, and like I'd be getting in trouble for laughing too much or smiling or something.
I'm not saying you would be surprised because that's a very necessary skill to have. Like be able to have the laugh and find humor in like that level of stress that you're under, because like there's a lot of 17, 18-year-old kids there that in that environment, like they're away from home for the first time, like they're scared. Like I'll admit, I fucking cried at boot camp multiple times. Like I got singled out and smoked one day, and I had to carry my rifle out in front of me while reciting some bullshit that I'll never ever remember, because it was useless once I left the Cape May. But I'm in tears, bawling my eyes out, because I'm like, this sucks. Like, why did I sign up for this? And like, why? Like, I'm angry at people I went to school with still because they bullied me, and like, I'm here for them. What the hell's going on? Like, I'm gonna go to war too. Like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, so like being able to laugh and like find humor in it, like that's a necessity, man. Because like that's why like the people that you go through these things with, they become like, that's why we call each other brothers and sisters.
Right.
Yeah. Because we all helped each other when we needed it.
For sure.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the regaling.
Yeah, man. So we know you like went to school for this stuff and everything. It was Temple, correct?
Yeah, no, I went up to Temple. So I used my GI Bill to first become a substance abuse counselor. And that's what I did originally, because that's how I figured I wanted to get into talk radio and be a morning show host, because that job was the most depressing thing I've ever experienced, and I couldn't do that anymore. But I would drive to work every morning listening to Elliot in the morning on DC 101, And I was like, man, I would love to try to do this. Like, why can't I do this? And I knew I had about 2 years left on my GI Bill because, you only need associates to be a counselor. So I called up my boss. I put in my 2 weeks notice, and I met this girl around the same time who's my now wife down in Baltimore, and she was graduating from her university and going back home to Philadelphia. And I was like, well, I don't really know anything about universities. Let me just throw a dart at a board and see which one has a good media program in Philadelphia. And finds out there's two really good schools. You have Drexel and you have Temple. And Temple, is a historic college whenever it comes to classic forms of media, including radio and television. So I went there. I became involved in their student radio program, WHIP. You don't call it WHIP. I don't know why. They just always said that it stands for We Have Infinite Potential, so it's not a WHIP. I'm like, but does it matter?
No, that's WHIP. They can say
it's
whatever
WHIP.
they want.
You know, it's
right. Yeah,
I was gonna call it WHIP too. I was gonna when I was gonna talk about it, I was gonna call it WHIP. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to put that in there. It's a little fun fact that like a temple, it's not called WHIP, but even
that's
all
like
the student body
acronyms 101.
Yeah,
we
it's
say
like, I would be like rocking the Indiana Jones hat if I had the figure for it. Like I would maybe even carrying a whip on campus, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that's
so
what
does it stand for? We have infinite power?
potential.
Yeah. See, that's like a villain arc stuff. Yeah,
I thought it was pretty lame. That was a tad lame.
It's not lame. It sounds scary. It sounds like something the Sith Lord would say.
Dr. Doom walks into the meeting with Kevin Feige. We have infinite potential.
Yeah, it sounds terrifying. I would have left right there.
That's great.
But so I got into radio from there. I worked with Preston and Steve here in Philly for about a year. I was an intern with them, which you just essentially did like the production work that the producers didn't want to do.
Are you paid or unpaid?
Unpaid, of course, because they don't pay college interns.
F word those people.
Right.
F word them.
And you know what the best part is? I worked for the company Beasley before I became an intern there. When they got wind that I became an intern, they said it's illegal to pay you, so you have to quit your job. Not fired. You have to quit, so you don't get any benefits. I was like, wow. I was like, this is again F those people.
Do you think that it was a good stepping stone though? Do you think that you're one of the only people I've ever talked to that's actually been through the intern process? And they always say it's about the experience you gain. Do you feel that it was valid?
So it's some of my best memories of working for sure. Like I mean that was the dream situation.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that?
So it was like a positive environment for you.
It was positive in the sense that personal growth, it was good. The environment was good, but did that actually help my career any? No, because I immediately jumped ship to work for the competitor, iHeart. Because there was an opening down in Wilmington, and I was told during my interview process over the phone that there's a potentiality for me to get my own on-air time, and that wasn't going to happen with Preston and Steve, not as an intern.
But did the iHeart, when you applied for them, did you say that you work in radio and stuff currently as an intern?
Yeah, and I think that's what helped me stand out above the rest of the applicants for sure.
Yeah.
Was that I had that background.
Sword, the intern stuff. It's such a double-edged sword because
it really is. It's like if it wasn't for the GI Bill, helping me out through college, I wouldn't have been able to do it because like how can you juggle? I mean, people do it. It's just I know I can't do it because and my hat goes off to the all the men and women that go to college, work their way through college, do the internships that are mandatory through the programs, and manage to figure all that out while also maintaining a social life and doing everything else they're supposed to do with their lives. I mean, that's something that like that meme of the how do I fit gaming into my schedule, and you just take out sleep and you put that in there. It's like that, but the college, like the actual constructive things of my life wall that's being built, and it's tough, So but like how I feel about that internship, I loved it. I thought it was some of the best things I ever did, because that in conjunction of being a manager at WHIP, like I got to experience everything I wanted, because we had our morning show on WHIP that I was a part of, and I knew that's what I needed to do with my life. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. So I went up to New York to accept some rewards for the radio station, the Temple radio station, not Preston and Steve.
Right.
Because I got a couple of the trophies right here, actually.
Oh, nice.
Little visual for the people.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Can you guys read that?
Nice.
Or
Best sports video report.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
And then best on air giveaway. This old guy. I got a little.
And guys, at the end of this podcast, if you comment, we will be giving one of those away.
Yeah, you wish.
You wish. You ain't giving those
I got
up.
some magnets. Do you want some magnets? I can give you some
How about
magnets.
some magnets and maybe one of your rotating James Bond posters. We'll take.
I can sign that. I have some that aren't on the wall anymore.
We should start saying that. Hey, comment below. We need to do that, Ronnie.
We
He's
should.
my boss, so yeah.
I'm not no boss.
Ronnie will send you something of his personal collection.
I'll have Adam sign it and we'll give it away.
Just be a big old thing.
I gotta get something from iHeart. I gotta get
It'd be
like
really
a
trash if we all digitally sign it.
Digitally sign it. You buy my NFT of my signature.
But no, that's really cool though. I didn't know all that about like you in the radio world. So
I love it.
So you worked for iHeart, and is that now where my homie here comes in?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that part of the story. So just a little bit before you though, Ronnie, because I gotta give a shout out to like my favorite person I ever met at iHeart, Scott Hopek, who is like now the big regional VP for like everything in the Northeast, I think. So he's a big dog, and he invited me up to corporate, up in Manhattan. And I got to sit down with him, got a tour of all the studios there, met Elvis Duran and all those people. And I'm just like, man, this is like where my life needs to be. This is like where everything's going.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's like 2018. Yeah, 2018, 2019. And I'm just like, man, I'm on top of life right now. Then I start working down in Delaware, minimum wage, after having, to get a 4-year degree to get that effing position.
Yeah.
And I was starting to have a lot of doubts. Right.
Well, why'd he invite you to that place if he wasn't going to offer you something?
To give me a pin.
Oh. Thank God.
A lapel pin. I shit you not. I got it somewhere. Actually, might have it in the bag of my medals from the military, because this is how much I give a shit.
Are these also up for giveaways or no?
No, they're gonna be a part of my I love you wall eventually.
Cool.
Why I have them in here, I don't know. I got my national defense ribbon and my good cookie ribbon.
So Delaware took your soul.
It kind of did, yeah. Well, because it's like
it's us all.
I lived in Philly. I had to commute to Wilmington, and I'm only making $7.25 an hour.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah,
it was soul crushing. And then my promised on-air position was being filled in by another DJ. I'm not going to name any names, that didn't even want to do it. And so every once in a while, he would throw me a bone, and I would be able to have my show, but it wasn't anything consistent. And so I lost a lot of my knack for what I was doing, because just being a producer was fine. But then Ronnie can attest to this. Our other friend Benny came around. He's like, hey, do you want to help produce for my podcast?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where things got interesting, when I was like, oh, I can be an executive producer. And he said, yeah, if you want to be.
That's a great resume title right there.
Right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, this could be my springboard out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And
So hope this guy's making it somewhere.
Yeah. I was like,
I hope Benny's doing something good.
he's probably doing fine. Last I talked to him, he got a house, right?
That and he's engaged. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's engaged now.
His girlfriend for many years.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's a great guy, and I know he's doing well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, but yeah, no. So I met a lot of good people at iHeart Wilmington, and it was good. Things were going good, and then the company just decided to cut 10% of their staff.
Yeah.
And it was like nobody came out unscathed from that. It was bad. Like I lost my job, and then COVID hit a few months later.
Right.
While I was looking for a job, so nobody was hiring. At least in our industry.
Even radio's not hiring. I feel like the radio would be popular, but I guess that took a big.
Well, you got to remember, just 2 months prior to COVID, the announcements of the potential for lockdowns and whatnot. We all lost our jobs in January. COVID lockdowns happened in March.
Wow. Yeah.
So there was a lot of competition because the market was flooded with, executive producers and on-air talents and everything else under the sun from the company. So and there's not too many big competitors anymore. And the local mom and pop stations, they already have their crews. Like they don't need anybody else because they, they can't afford it because it's the ad revenue is drying up everywhere. So
did you tell them that you would be willing to work for free and or minimum wage?
I pretty much did.
Really?
Yes, I did for Entercom and everything. I undercut myself hardcore. I guess it's not Entercom anymore, it's Odyssey. But yeah, no, and my wife was pregnant. So I was just like, you know what? I gotta figure out and do something because this isn't working. So that's why I tried getting into podcasting. To make some money, and Twitch streaming to make some money. Stuff I could do at home because I knew we wouldn't be able to afford daycare for my kid. Not even like we needed it because I was so tired of the constant rejection from jobs. It was killing me. It was just it's soul crushing to get 100 rejections.
For sure.
So I stopped.
It's so much effort to even apply for things too.
Oh yeah. And I probably went through the second round interviews for several companies as well, and and also you have to dodge all the scams because oh my god, there were so many scams during COVID.
That's true.
It was insane.
Yeah.
So I just what, I'm gonna do things that I can do from home. And I took some classes to be a better voice actor. Because I figured a big part of what I did for iHeart was I voiced commercials.
Mm-hmm. I remember them. I remember the commercials you did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I loved them.
At any point, feel free to jump into that mindset and give me a pitch.
I didn't write the commercials. That was above my pay grade. They sent me a docket of things. They're like, you're gonna voice this. You're gonna put music underneath of it, sound effects if you think it's necessary, and then you're gonna pump them out. And it's that was the job. It was to make hundreds of little shitty commercials every day. The worst ones being
Sounds awesome. I love that.
Yeah, so it was fun. It's just I wasn't getting paid what you should get paid to do.
Yeah, no,
so
right, yeah.
It's just I'm making you hundreds of thousands of dollars here, and I'm getting paid $70 a day. That's
insane.
Right. I'm that's miserable. That's actually I was giving it too much credit. It's less than that a day, but. I digress. I don't want to sound like I'm bitter or anything because I'm not.
No.
I appreciate. Because look, if it wasn't for iHeart, I wouldn't be here right now.
I know. We went through the same thing. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Not long. Take the high road. I'm
not long after you got cut, they cut me. So I mean, Yeah.
Yeah. No, it stinks. Yeah, because it was, for all of its faults, it was still a nice job.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was fun. But now I get to play video games and pretend like I can talk to people while playing video games because sweet Jesus, that is so much harder to do than I thought it would be. It's the ability to multitask and talk, it's like now right here we're just sitting around talking. So I mean I could talk for an hour uninterrupted,
For
easy,
sure. Mm-hmm.
about anything. It may not make sense near the end, but like, I could keep on talking. I think I'd make a great congressman actually, because I could filibuster.
Not
Yeah.
too late.
True.
But yeah, no, you know, so it's just like I really didn't mean to make this go like depressive. It's just
No,
like,
no,
you said
no,
life
dude.
story, and I
Dude,
guess-
we're loving this, dude.
This is very insightful.
I was hoping you'd talk about like iHeart and everything. So
Yeah.
this is great. Yeah.
And I kind of going into it blind, so it's really interesting to. For one, I don't know how radio works at all. You know, like I don't know how that world works. I've been interested, you know, my whole life, but it's always been like a fantasy. Like, oh, that would be really cool. But you know, to meet someone who has pursued it, got, you know, the education in it, been an intern, been on the radio, made little S-wordy commercials, all of that, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Even if it's not what you're doing now, do you feel like you've found your voice again on like a streaming platform, or do you think you're going to continue to pursue that?
I think I need to keep working on it, you know, because I'm not consistent with the stream. I've come to the realization I'm a horrible boss, like own boss. I'm not very self-driven or motivated. Yeah, I you know, a plethora of things have happened in my life where it makes that hard. Yeah, like we talked a bit before, so I'll just bring this up on my own. Like I suffer from bipolar depression, which you know, as you know, can have severe ups and downs. And the medication helps a lot with the up parts, like managing that you don't go insane and go suicide by cop.
Yeah.
But the downs, even though like they're lessened, they're still pretty much there. So there's a lot of self-doubt that harbors up, and it cultivates, like whenever I try to go on air or live streaming, it's just like I feel like I was Icarus, you know, I flew too close to the sun trying to get what I wanted too quickly, and things kind of fell apart. My network fell apart after COVID.
Yeah.
I could. So it's like I'm trying to.
You would feel that way. I mean, I have I go through similar things that you go through, and I'm not saying I've ever made it close to the sun, but I jump on track to a lot of things that seem important to the point where I ruin it for myself. So
yeah.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, you know, it's just funny, yeah, because like you mentioned, like finding my voice again, and it's like right now I'm confident and comfortable to talk about anything. But if I'm doing my Twitch stream solo, I it's not there. You know, I even if I do the prep work to make for what I would think would be an exciting show, bringing up little facts of like the news, because I just treat it like a long form talk show while you also watch me play a video game. So I have to do something that's low engagement on the video game side, have my notes next to me in my little notebook, and I can rattle some stuff off. Like you know, today Oasis is getting back together. Did you guys hear about that?
I did. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the Gallagher brothers. They made up.
They made up. Yeah.
Greatest band ever created. I think that's how they defined himself at one point.
I never understood the love of Oasis, like Wonderwalk. Okay, fantastic. Name me another hit.
Okay, first of all, we won't go there. I mean, there are a lot of hits.
I do know some. I've sampled one of their songs before, but yeah, I'm Free. The Whatever You Like song, I've sampled that song before.
Okay. That's fair enough.
I get it.
I've only just heard that the lead singer. What I said, I've heard that he is very like about himself. That's all I've heard.
Very. Very full of himself for sure.
I don't really know.
I think I saw something. There was like a music festival, and they were supposed to headline, but Jay-Z headlined instead. So he got like really mad at Jay-Z, and Jay-Z ended up performing Wonderwall at the show.
Is that legal?
I mean, you could do cover songs at shows, but I don't know how he pulled it off.
Royalties from it.
No, but I thought that was pretty funny.
You know what's But no, my old mentor Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
he would always talk about Oasis on air. Like I never worked with him in person because like he worked out of DC, but no, I would like we'd have email correspondence and whatnot. Sometimes like I was on his podcast that he had back in like 2017 about video games because iHeart made all of their employees do podcasts to throw onto the app to get more content and more engagement. Which it's like I get it, like from a pencil pushing standpoint, it's stupid because like you already have overworked people. Like he works in multiple markets, so it's just like forcing him to do even more content. Right. I love the face. You got something to say.
I'm repulsed by that notion. They made all the employees have podcasts.
Pretty much, yeah. Dude, he went to New York, like I was talking about with meeting me and the VP. Well, the woman giving me the tour, she was like a secretary, and she had a drinking podcast with like 3 of her other coworkers. So it's like I do think it was just like a company-wide policy, like down from the CEO down to the janitor has to be producing a podcast.
This week on cleaning up. I can't even. That's crazy to me. I'm sorry.
Isn't it?
I forgot that you guys could see me. I forgot you could see my reaction faces. I'm sorry.
The blush, like your face is just like I want to say something.
Well, I look at Ronnie and he's like, "Yeah, that's normal. That's what they do. They make podcasts." Yeah. I'm like, "What?" I didn't
remember that. I was the executive producer for a podcast of one of our on-air talents.
And actually, a lot of people that we worked with there had their own podcasts. So yeah.
I think what struck me is when you said that to flood the app with more. So it's like, are they intentionally having people put on? It's like having only The Office on Netflix, but everything else is YouTube videos that are really crappy. Like, everyone's gonna watch The Office. So are they trying to get everyone to do podcasts so that it highlights the larger ones?
Well, I think it goes with their notion that, I don't know if this is still true, but iHeartRadio app used to be the home for podcasts. Like that was like their claim to fame. Like we have more podcasts than anybody else. It's like, does that mean that they're good podcasts? Probably not, but we have more. And as Stalin would say, quantity is a quality all of its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like quoting that guy.
Yeah, and Zombie Stalin is actually, he was the former CEO of Clear Channel. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't know. Did you say Stalin?
Yes.
Like, I thought you meant Joseph Stalin.
Yeah, yes. I said Zombie Stalin.
Just making sure.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Let's talk about your podcast, man. It's called Fast Facts.
Yes, Fast Facts, brought to you by Back2Radio.
Talk about it, man. Like, give us your insight on it.
My insight on that. Well, it's the fact that I don't actually know what a podcast is supposed to be because I only listened to a handful of history ones by Mike Duncan. So I didn't really know what to do whenever I was going to come up with a podcast. Like, here's an insight for y'all that most people don't know. Back2Radio is Back2Radio because there was supposed to be 2 of us, not just one. So it was a play on of 2 of us and one of us going back to radio.
Okay.
So where was it? Benny?
No, it wasn't Benny. Benny was still on radio doing his own thing. He couldn't be seen with a disgruntled former employee. That wouldn't look good. No, it was actually my cousin. But then my cousin got all crazy, and I think he does bath salts now. So I don't really know what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think he actually does bath salts, but he is like crazy. He does like a live action LARPing, medieval LARPing thing.
Was he the guy in Florida that ate a person on bath salts?
He could have been. He's a part of a kingdom or a fiefdom or something, and he pays homage to a liege and lord, and there's like
fun
squires and.
So like that movie that came out with Paul Rudd, he does that. The LARP role models, yeah. He does LARPing.
So Yes, but it's not actually LARPing is the thing. It's like
This isn't like a
it
kink,
is
is
like
it?
their actual full-on lives. Their day-to-day lives are built like this. So in like Sweden, there's like some weird thing where people dress up like they're 1950s greasers, and they live their whole life as greasers, like they're car mechanics, but only for classic imports. And they wear the leathers, the slicked hair, and all that
So
jazz.
they're just role playing. They're like actors who got into a movie, but they got really committed to their role, but then never filmed it.
Bingo. Yeah, that's it. It's like all aspects of their life. It's nuts. I mean, that's why I say like my cousin's just absolutely crazy, and like so it would
Crazy
just
cool.
everything
That's
fell
how
onto
fun.
me.
Yeah.
I mean,
if he's happy.
yeah.
I would have loved if you guys still did the podcast together, but he just talked in old slang and old tongue the whole time.
Oh, ye old English.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely appreciate the company because I do a much better talking like this. I prefer shows like this than I do what I do, which is researching to find topics that might be interesting that I could probably surmise in 5 to 10 minutes. The first few episodes went much longer than that because I
saw one that was 19 minutes long.
Well, some of them I turned into the list. Like I made a list of Jackie Chan's most dangerous stunts.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I did a lot of research going into that and I watched a lot of movies to find those stunts too, which was fun. Then like the Razzies, like explaining what the Razzies was, and then the list of the worst movies of all time. Not according to the Razzies though, because the Razzies is kind of like a farce of an organization. And then I left people hanging intentionally so on the second part of that list because it was really hard to quantify and call somebody's work objectively terrible. Except for the makers of the Garbage Pail Kids movies, because like that was Garbage Pail Kids.
Those little monsters.
Yeah. But no, so like I used to enjoy it. I used to enjoy it a lot, but then I kind of ran into some speed bumps and not really having a defined direction or plan, which it's funny. I'm a military man, but I never really picked up on how to plan and execute very well. I think a lot of that stems from the fact that I almost died in a training accident very early on in my career, which left me in and out of the hospital for the vast majority of my military service.
Okay. I thought you were saying radio career for a second.
Yeah, no. The radio career didn't almost kill me. I mean, it was soul crushing, but it didn't almost kill me. But yeah, no, it's just weird. I never picked up the planning and execution things properly. And the podcast has just kind of petered out. I'll do it here and there. Like I think what was my last episode on sexpionage?
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Like it was something that I was like, all right, this could be interesting.
A little bit about that.
A little bit about sexpionage.
Yeah, go into it. Yeah. Let us know.
And then we can talk about it there.
The first thing I did notice because I did listen a little bit on a few of them. I was clicking through like your YouTube, and I didn't know about your like voice acting and all that. First, I thought, man, this guy has a voice for radio. I was like, this guy. Yeah, it's very clear. I was wondering if you were going by a script. I wasn't for sure. So you do make scripts?
Yeah, everything's scripted.
That's it was really cohesive. I did enjoy it. I thought
yeah, it's really good.
I write how I speak. I will literally talk to myself while I write. Like sometimes out loud, most of the time inner monologue. But like if it sounds weird, like I have to say it out loud first because I know I'm gonna read it eventually. So I want it to sound
authentic
and flowy. Because I tried the first episode without having a script. I just had notes and I was like, this is a jumbled mess. Like I could probably get away with doing it if I was talking to somebody, but being in a room on my own, it was hard. And yeah, the YouTube video is very inconsistent with converting the content and flipping it over because I don't know. I didn't really have a set plan from when I started out because the plan was torpedoed immediately on launch.
Gotcha.
So, because this was never what Fast Facts was supposed to be. But I had some fun working with the Photoshop to make that image for it. Which I'm not joking. If you want to comment below, I have magnets. I have like 500 magnets. I need to get rid of them. I've been sitting on them for many years.
All right, you guys here. If you guys want a magnet, comment below. We got you.
We're gonna have the
first 20 can get a magnet.
20.
Reach out to Ronnie.
Comment below.
Confusing merchandise in the podcast game. The lack thereof podcast is giving out back to radio magnets.
You know what would have been smart if I would have instead of just making like a fancy gradient change with Comic Sans thingies inside the crystal ball, if I would have just made the Spotify QR code in there. That would have been genius.
There you go.
Now that I'm thinking of it, like that would have been smart. I don't have the files anymore, so I can't even go back and remake it.
We forgive you.
Yeah. But so you're also, obviously in the streaming and stuff. What are some of your like favorite games that you like to play, like streaming, non-streaming?
Yeah, all right. Well, favorite games to do, because that's really all I will stream is video games. Let me open up my Steam library.
And also,
maybe I can...
there's a big market as well for not if you like talking, like you could not stream video games. I think you would do just fine.
Just
chatting category.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've tried it.
And I
didn't do very well.
Well, they do have a podcast section too. They got podcasting and talk shows. They got just chatting. There's different categories you could do.
No, I've lurked down that road before to see what other people are doing. And the quality of some of the shows is astounding. And also just like a big thing I notice a lot of it is there's multiple people. Is the thing. It's like doing it solo for me. It's just I have no interest in doing it just chatting solo show because I want to turn into an Alex Jones like that because that's where that goes. That's where that goes.
That would be awesome. That would be that for you.
The floor. I think you wouldn't see that for me.
Yeah, I could see that for you. That would be good.
Well, I would be there every lurk, man. Even if I'm like not chat, I'd be lurking. Absolutely.
Especially if you lean into the Alex Jones stuff. If you start telling me frogs are gay, I'm in.
There's actually a meetup with who is that guy? Tucker Carlson with Alex Jones media signing somewhere in PA coming up in the next few months.
Oh,
that's
just saying.
Crazy.
I don't know because there's a charity called Vet Ticks, which I don't know if you've heard of that. They're Flemoxicillin.
I have not heard of it. No.
All right, well,
I may have been passing, but I don't know for sure.
So since you're a veteran, you can prove to them through I think they just do like the ID Me verification.
Yeah.
Just like the same as maybe through GovX, maybe not. But it's called Vet Ticks, and they're free tickets for like family events, sporting events.
I have, yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we've used it for like Six Flags or something.
Oh, nice.
At one point in time.
Yeah, I've been trying to look for like Eagles games or something like that because Laura would love to go, but it's just not. I can't seem to find them. In the MLB games, for the Phillies, it's just not ever in a good hour, or the tickets get swiped up so quickly that I can never. I've had it for 2 years and I've never used it.
Gotcha. Until
I take Ronnie on a date.
I was wondering, Ronnie. Yeah, I think you two are overdue for a little.
I'm ready. We've talked about hanging out before. We got to go to like a horror convention or something. I think we've talked
That's
about that.
I wanted to. I was going to ask you if you wanted to go to that Monsters. There's a Monsters thing happening here in PA. The Classic Monsters exhibit or something.
I'm down. When is the exact date?
No, he's trying to get it on recording.
Recording.
He's not backing out of this.
I'll tell you after the recording.
Yeah, we'll just look into it.
Don't stalk us there for more magnets.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to carry magnets on me in person.
Yeah, where are the magnets? We need them.
We don't need to be drive-by TikToked or anything. People trying to get us on TikToks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah,
you should live in your little fantasy. It's fine.
Nah, I'm just messing around. But yeah, for sure. We do need to hang out soon, dude.
No,
I know
for
we
sure.
talked about it, but we do need to make it happen.
No, I'm definitely down. It's been too long.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we said, coming into here, like I talk about the iHeart stuff like it was yesterday, but like that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Which is also crazy to think that the pandemic started like almost 5 years ago at this point.
Yeah, that is insane.
Nuts.
And so you said your wife was pregnant around that time. Did you have a nice COVID child as well?
Yeah, we had to quarantine.
Yeah, we had a.
That's what I like to call them.
Were you allowed in the room when baby was born or no?
So not while. So my wife had a DJDubC section because he was flipped.
Yeah.
So not while the operation was happening.
Yeah.
But while they yanked him out of there.
I'm literally wondering why him and I have the exact same life. With the exception,
you guys.
With the exception of all the radio actually pursuing us stuff, we have the exact same timeline of when we joined the military, when we had children, when we've been depressed, when we've.
I knew you guys would love each other. I knew this would be the perfect episode.
I might call him by his name.
Let's go. Oh my god.
I'll wait a little bit. I gotta remember it first.
You remember it.
That's cool. No, yeah. But dude, so I gotta ask you, when you walked in, was the screen too little for you?
Oh, I think I saw a pancreas.
I saw everything. I saw all the organs.
Yeah, I did too. It was terrifying.
I've never wanted to throw up more in my life.
Yeah, my wife.
I held it together. I don't know how.
Okay, everything's fine. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Everything's great.
Yeah, they're like, do you want to hold the baby? I'm like, not after seeing where he fucking came from.
There's a lot of blood.
Sorry for the language. I'm not sure if that's
no, it's fine. It's fine.
There's a lot of stuff going there, and yeah, that was a scary time.
Ronnie,
were you a C-section baby or were you regular?
I was regular.
Call up your mom. We don't believe you. We don't believe you.
My sister was born in a bubble, but I was regular.
Born in a bubble.
What is it, like bubble boy? What do you mean?
She came out in like a bubble. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but when she
was it like the
sack?
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, I was.
How smart we are.
She's only 2 years younger than me, so
sac? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, that's like scientifically, like it's like embryo something.
Maybe, I don't know. She was born at home, and then she was born in a bubble. So no, I don't know exactly what, because she's only 2 years younger, so I was still young. But yeah,
it'd be weird if you had a really vivid memory of this.
But no,
I remember the day you were born, sis.
Nah, but I was a regular born baby. I was born on the Super Bowl. That's all I could say.
Whoa. What do you mean regular born baby? Hold on.
No, you know what I mean, man.
There's no stigma here, buddy.
Oh my god, you know what I mean.
Well, you know what's sad? People do think though that C-sections make you not real, and it's like
you
that's.
Never had a kid.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying.
Are you sure?
He's anti-military.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. No.
Now we're finding out that he hates kids who were C-sectioned.
Not true. No. I don't know how to describe my birth, man.
Make me mad. Every week he finds a way.
He just squeaks one in there. You know, just finds a way.
Nah. I don't know how to describe my birth. All I know is I was born on the Super Bowl. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you.
So your dad wasn't there then?
Dallas. No, I was in his arms watching the Super Bowl. He was watching the Super Bowl with me in his arms, but no, it was a Dallas Super Bowl Cowboys.
Man, that would have been, if you were an athlete, that would have been an epic story. Like,
right?
If you did football now.
I was born during the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm playing at the Super Bowl.
That would have been really nice.
No, I'm a Dallas Cowboy. Let's go. Nah.
You could say you're going to Disney World.
Yeah. I'm going to Disney World.
That's what they did, right?
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, usually like every Super Bowl they'll say that. They got like a contract to say they have to say that.
I think they do. Or they get free trips.
That too, yeah. You got to be like in a parade or something.
I don't think, and not to, I mean, I guess to go back, but not to interrupt this tangent that we're on. Did you mention any game that you play?
Oh yeah, so I was gonna have that up.
Oh yeah.
funny thing, I actually don't know how to play video games.
I can relate with that too.
No,
I know you're big into like Warhammer and stuff.
Yes, I was gonna say I'm very excited for Space Marines 2 when that comes out in 2 weeks. I'll be streaming that.
Very cool.
Just to enjoy with other fans that like the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And then Elden Ring, I used to stream that every once in a while until I realized I'm not that good at it.
Dude, I was terrible at it.
I think Ronnie had that realization every stream.
But I ended up beating it,
Yeah,
Adam.
you did
So
good.
Oh, did you really, dude?
I did.
Barely touched the DLC.
Really?
I need help. I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, I can help you.
I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Okay.
But and Smite 2, that's coming out.
Okay.
And then I'll be streaming that as well because I actually originally started streaming thinking that I could do Smite and do Pro Smite because I was decently good. Like I was constantly getting ranked in gold.
I think I've played Smite before. Is that like it's kind of like, it's not like League of Legends, but it's similar concept, right?
No, it's a MOBA. It's one of those arena.
I think it's got like
arenas.
a lot of characters in it. Like I think I've
yes, there's hundreds of
like a lot of IP, right?
Yeah, so they're all gods and mythological figures and creatures. So they have like Zeus, Medusa. There's like Celtic gods. There's like I think Kronos is one of them. You have Voodoo Pantheon. So like Baron Samedi.
I don't know that one. You could just start naming like the Gandhi. You could just start going, and I would.
I thought you might know it because of the James Bond. We were talking about James Bond a little bit earlier before the show, and I thought maybe we had something more in common.
I've lost that one.
I don't even want you to call me by my first name.
Oh man.
I'll just call you Two.
Oh man. But
so you thought you were gonna go pro.
I thought it would be fun. There's a military gaming Discord that I joined because I used to play Squad quite a bit.
Okay.
And it's like one of those tactical simulators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's a big military community on that game. At least there was back in the day. And they invited me to their Discord because they liked what I was doing with the artillery in the game. And then I was like, yeah, this is kind of cool. I can play with fellow veterans. But then I just kind of always fell to the wayside because it's such a huge community. I don't understand Discord in the small communities. So the big ones, it's like I fall through the crack immediately. But I reached out to them. I said, hey, you guys don't have a Smite Pro team. I think some of the guys on here guys and gals on here would like to play Smite competitively. Like we could play like at the collegiate level, which would puts us in a much better standing than playing on the pro level. And we could win some money. Like, that'd be kind of cool,
right?
And so I tried doing that because I was at college at the time. Thought it would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
doing some Smite Pro stuff. But they said, no, you suck. And I said, damn, that hurts. That hurts my feelings.
Dude.
Because it's not my fault I play Kuzumbo. Support. I played the support role.
Right.
It's very hard to rank up support, At least that's what I tell myself when I cry myself to sleep at night for missed opportunities.
Oh man. But another hobby you like to do, if we can talk about it, you like to paint figures.
Yes, yeah, Games Workshop figures.
Yeah,
precisely. Yeah, going back to that Space Marines too. I don't like Space Marines, but like I love almost everything else they've come out with. Like it's good stuff. They're high quality sculpts. It's funny. I saw an article the other day that mentioned the 2 most unattractive things a man can do. There's like a top 10 list. But there's like the 2 most unattractive things: playing video games
And painting miniatures.
And painting miniatures. Or it was collecting figurines, but I'll consider what I do figurines as well. I'm not painting on canvas, but I feel like there's more to it because I still have to paint. It's artistic.
Right.
I like
huge.
it.
Yeah, you're set anyway, man. You got your family. You're fine.
You want to see some examples? Like the last thing I painted?
We'd love to. Yeah, we'd love to, dude.
Let me just scooch my roller chair back.
Watch it be really, really disgusting. It better be... He's gonna go unhinged. He's gonna pull out some weird thing. I'm very nervous. Hope it's not shaped like a wiener.
Oh, we're looking good.
I mean, you guys like hentai, right?
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. Oh, dude, that is sick, man.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that is really
cool.
So
when you originally get that, was it all white or is it all gray?
So it's all gray plastic and a crud ton of little tiny pieces.
And you don't assemble it, right?
No, you have to assemble it. You have to glue it together.
You do. You do.
Yeah, you have to take all the pieces out of the box, snip them out of the plastic sprues that they're on, follow the instructions for assembly, and then you paint.
How could anyone think that's unattractive? That's the most unattractive sentences I've ever heard.
Right.
That hot glue? I mean...
Oh, it's even better, man.
It's even better.
Plastic cement.
Oh.
Well, dang.
Right.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, because I know you streamed that before, too. You streamed painting them.
That's true. I actually completely forgot about that. But yeah, I used to stream them. I thought I'd make YouTube videos, tutorials. I have a folder on my desktop called Current Video Projects where I was painting up some blue horrors.
Cool.
Is there any way I can share the screen and show
Yeah. Go ahead, share the screen. I'll pull it up.
All right, let me make sure there's no flame in here. I don't know how this
stuff works, so just let him tell you.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, I feel like that would be big. If you've painted while streaming it, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
Merge two passions of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. See, so it's like this little guy. I have little painting tutorials.
I have to actually click watch stream.
Yeah, that's really cool looking, man.
Yeah, so that's the little guy there, and then I got some more.
This is your own video?
Yeah, this is my own video.
That's beautiful.
Like this would be the paint. Like this was from stream, and then I captured it using my phone's camera in OBS. Yeah, on OBS.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so that's it. So that's how you do it. I would stream it on my camera's phone because it has better resolution with the telescopic lenses, so you can see all the grooves in my thumb right there. It's and the hairs. It's perfect.
I'll have to screenshot that. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'll just send you a picture of myself.
There you go. Yeah, dude, that is really cool, man.
Yeah.
You should like, if you can, set up a booth somewhere and then just like show off your stuff, like at a convention or something.
My stuff's not even that good.
What?
So are these pieces? Do you utilize them in playing Warhammer, or are these strictly miniatures painting for like?
Just collection. I've tried playing the game. I went to a local comic shop down the street of me.
Yeah,
I asked the owner about like, hey, do you have anybody in here that plays Warhammer 40K? He goes, yeah.
You got room for one more?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I wanted to go keep asking him questions. Like I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to interrogate, but it's like, how would I go about playing with them? Like,
maybe slip me.
They come. I mean, they just come in every once in a while.
Mm.
I'm like, so you have no clue when they would be here? And so I joined in on a Facebook group for Philly Warhammer 40K players, and the only advice they had was, "Oh yeah, go check out that shop that I already checked out." So I was like, "All right, this isn't going anywhere." So I've never played a game. I've tried to convince my friends to get addicted to the plastic crack, but nobody bites.
Oh man.
But Ronnie, I mean, if you'd ever want to play, man,
I was waiting for
Sure,
it.
sure. Hey, dude,
because
dude.
I have enough to field like multiple armies. Because I go I go stupid whenever I feel like spending money. I just feel like, hey, you know what, this British company does deserve like another $200 for a guy that's this small.
You know what, man? I'm in. Just let me know.
Yeah.
I'm always down when people invite me to stuff, dude. I'm there.
Ronnie's just happy to be invited.
I'm happy to be invited. Yeah.
I love it.
I'm like, yes, let's go.
You guys have a fun-filled weekend coming up. You guys
absolutely
be painting and seeing monster movies and convention.
Tell me you're not jealous.
I'm a little jealous. I don't have the patience to paint though. Like I know that I would mess it up. I'm too carefree. I would not have the color nearby and say, you know what? I think Spider-Man's always been bright green. I would just finish it off like that. I'd say I'm creative.
In the same way,
there could be a secret.
In that same breath, like that's how I am with all my armies. Like nothing looks cohesive except for these Tyranids is what I just showed you. It was a Nord Emissary, I think is what the thing's called. But
so you said all your armies. So do you have them stored as armies, or are they like? Are these?
So there's a display case to my right that has like a little battle scene going on every layer of it.
That's awesome.
I painted everything that's in there. If you go over to my Instagram at Back2Radio, you'll see pictures of almost every individual model I've painted over the years. But shameless plug.
That's why that's what we're gonna talk about it anyway.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and honestly, I have a couple more models to paint up, and I have to fix a ton because we got windows put in recently, and my wife, I love her, but she doesn't understand what fragile means, I guess. And she moved my guys and broke about 10 of them.
Oh man.
I sure hope they're not talking to you. I sure hope they're not talking to you.
Oh no, they're talking to me. I tucked them all in. No, I'm just kidding, but no.
Got a small soldier situation
but, I mean, these things cost like some of them are hundreds of dollars. It's like it is.
Does that make you mad? I'm mad at that.
I'm mad at myself for buying.
Especially if you have to paint it. I'd be like, you can at least send it painted.
It's the quality of the detail, because it's like I got this little D&D miniature here. It's a little fish man, but it's really cool. The quality is so crappy compared to what you get from Games Workshop.
See, I know nothing about it. You showed that, I was gonna say, "Wow, that looks great," and then you said it's crappy. So
yeah, I literally said it looked great, and you said that like right after.
Well, so look, it's just like I can bend it. It's flimsy vinyl.
Is that how you find out? Is that the test? If you find out like good quality versus bad quality, they do like.
Honestly, I don't know. I just have to tell myself that I did a good investment. Okay.
Oh, I think
I'll take that away from me. You can't take that away from me.
I admire it. Honestly, I admire anybody that has a hobby that they can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
Are they talking?
No, but my son may have woken up.
Oh yeah.
I know that feeling.
1 second.
All right, no worries, man. Dad duties.
I'll do this. I'll be like this half the time. I'll be like, if I ever see me like this, I'm listening.
Yeah, I like watching you on stream when your kids are like
crying. It sounds like he's shuffling to my bedroom.
Gotcha.
It's fine.
He's dancing.
Oh yeah.
Oh good.
He breaks it down Gundam style.
Oh nice.
In order to get my kids to bed tonight, we drove around. That's how I get
really.
Every Sunday before we do these podcasts, I try to get the kids to sleep as much as possible. So we'll be like, "Oh, how weird! Let's go for a car ride."
You just went for a drive. That's cool.
It's Sunday again,
Sometimes it works.
Car ride time.
Yeah.
We usually get one asleep, then the other's like, "Nah, I know this trick."
He's getting better at falling asleep. Like he does his story time. My wife stays in his bed with him for a little bit. maybe like 10 minutes, and then like she'll sneak out, but he'll wake himself up in the middle of the night, realizes she's gone, and then it's like, well, I'm just coming to your bed. And then we both decided, it's like, it's not worth fighting him. Let him just sleep in our bed. He'll eventually grow out of it.
You're like Ellis Island. You just take anybody in whenever.
Pretty much.
Yeah. When the kids come, sign this paper.
Oh, your last name's Diaz. We're gonna have to change that.
Yeah. How about Stone? You're gonna work over here. Now I get that. It's hard to reject your kids when they come to bed. It's super hard, especially when they're like, "I just want to cuddle." I'm like, "Well, I just want a little bit of sleep." And whenever you're in here, you like to sleep horizontally, and I'm more of a vertical sleeper.
He will definitely be. He's a face kicker, that's for sure. He likes to sleep the opposite direction of us and put his feet right in my face, and I'm oof.
Whenever we start talking about parent stuff, I always want to ask Ronnie. Ronnie, did you ever kick your parents in the face when you were sleeping? Or
not that I know of.
I want to make sure you feel part of this.
No, you guys are good. You guys are good. Talk about your dad life.
But Ronnie, did you ever used to scare your parents half to death by just walking into their bedroom and staring at them in dead silence?
That seems like
You know what? I probably have.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time.
I know I used to just randomly scream when I was sleeping. Yeah, so I used to, I guess night terrors, I guess they're called. I'd just randomly scream out of my sleep. I know I used to do that.
That's scary. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've never like sleepwalked or anything though. But yeah, I would scream.
And I would mosey my way down the hall into my parents' room, go up next to my dad, just right into his face.
I'm oddly comfortable.
Sounds about right.
I want milk, Daddy. Give me milk, Daddy.
Why do our children get these weird accents that no one gave them?
I don't know.
I don't know. My kid, out of nowhere, they will start speaking like they're from Europe.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what the deal is.
You're watching Harry Potter.
They know it. They love Harry Potter. Well, they only love the beginning of the second one and the beginning of the third one.
Oh, okay.
They're all about that flying car, and then
forget the first one. Forget the other ones.
No, they're not nearly as interested. They're like, can we watch Harry Potter 2 with the flying car? Yes, we'll watch that part only because you don't like any of the rest of it.
That was me with Empire Strikes Back. I just wanted to watch the Hoth fight scene, like the battle, and then I would undo the tape.
Right?
Yeah. No, I would just constantly rewind and fast forward to that one scene on the VHS.
Yeah, kids they know that what they like, and they will not tolerate anything else.
That's Terminator, Terminator 2.
Mm-hmm.
I loved watching the battle scene at the beginning of that one. It was great.
You just keep on rewinding.
I would play that in like kindergarten. So like I don't know what my parents were smoking, but they just let me like watch any movie because I vividly remember playing Terminator in kindergarten.
Probably crack.
No, my parents let me watch whatever I wanted to, so I know.
Terminator's a crack genre.
Yeah. What'd you say, Ronnie?
I said my parents actually they let me watch whatever I wanted to, so I get it.
Yeah, I had zero regulations.
Yeah,
for me.
Let me watch Team America: World Police though in middle school, but Terminator kindergarten. That one's fine. Having a city nuked in front of your face, that's fine.
I was watching Stephen King's It at like age 6, so yeah.
That movie's scary.
Yeah, really though.
Yeah, I had to monitor myself. Like I knew I was a very scared child. So scary movies, while I love them now, I appreciate them so much. I was terrified. Like The Ring, The Grudge, those movies when they first came out,
scared me so bad.
I was absolutely terrified.
You know what movie I'm kind of embarrassed that I was scared of when I was younger? You guys might laugh. Mars Attacks.
Oh, really?
I was actually.
Mars Attacks.
I love it, but I used to be scared of it.
I can't.
I don't know why I was so scared of it, because if you think about it today, it's just like a bunch of like well-known actors and comedians and stuff. and it's actually a really funny movie now that you watch it today. But
Yeah,
when
it's
I was
good stuff,
younger, I was scared.
I mean, it's pretty aggressive with the violence, so like I could see that.
But Flem, you've never seen Mars Attacks?
No.
Really?
Is that the movie with like the
brain Martians?
The brains, yeah. And
Yes.
Like you see through. I've seen like still images of it, but I've never actually seen it.
I would love for them to do a Mars Attacks and Dead by Daylight collaboration. I would love to run around as a Martian.
I thought I heard that before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they would do a Mars Attacks Killer Clowns from Outer Space collab. That'd be kind
That's like
that would be cool too.
That's the other movie. I've also never seen that, but somehow.
Oh, you never seen Killer Clowns?
That's a good movie too, man.
That's pretty sweet one.
All right, we're Discord movie nights. We gotta plan it.
Yeah, no. So I was gonna say
Sunday after 9.
Yep.
Well, the one that freaked me out the most growing up. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Really?
Really?
I mean, no,
yeah,
I mean,
that one got me.
I can believe it though.
The song with like the intro song for the Halloween peoples.
Yeah.
That one always got me spooked a bit. Like I had to go down to the basement to get away from my sister watching that movie all the time.
The basement was a safe place for you. That's interesting.
Well, no, see, the basement scared the crap out of me, but it was less scary. So I could hide on the stairwell going into the basement, right?
Yeah.
And that was fine. Like as long as I didn't go past the first landing, where the sunlight would still come in, like that was good. Yeah. But so I could hide from the VHSs.
I understand.
But yeah, no, The Ring and The Grudge, those scared me half to death too. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Ironically, like I was scared of movies that were like spoofing. Like I was scared of Scary Movie. Like I remember that.
Marlon Wayans was scary in that, yeah.
Don't make this racial, Ronnie. Come on.
Oh, come on, man.
And then here we go again. One more thing on Ronnie's list.
Stop exposing me now. I'm joking, guys.
No, but I just remember I knew it was supposed to be funny, and like I remember I actually think I was like went and saw it in theaters with my sisters when I was way too young to go see it in theaters. Because I think you see like a guy stick a wiener in another guy's ear or something like that. Like pretty into the movie, or maybe that's the second one. I don't know. I saw whatever one that one was.
I think it's the third one actually.
No, it's the first Scary Movie, but it's the second Scream movie that they made fun of. It happened in the second Scream movie, and they spoofed it. Yeah, but it was the first Scary movie.
Watching those movies is like a scary movie, but as like a young kid and not understanding how things work. So in the very beginning of the first movie, I don't know if you've seen Scary Movie. There's like the woman who's getting the phone call, or someone. She's running and she gets stabbed in the boob.
Carmen Electra, yeah.
Yeah, she gets stabbed in the boob, and then he to pull out like this gelatin thing.
Oh yeah,
I thought for like my entire childhood, like, okay, so that's what's in there.
Oh no, you didn't get the joke.
Because I had no idea that was implied implants.
No, that's funny.
Dude, I mean, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, talking about movies though, we just got Charles into watching movies, so we started doing movie night Fridays, and we sat down, we blew up the air mattress in the living room, and we made it. We had pizza night, and we put in Zootopia for him to watch. He loved it. He sat through the whole thing, and even all the parts of like tension and scariness, like when the jaguar gets infected with the night howler and starts attacking Judy. He was like, what? So he wasn't scared by that at all. It was just like the train chase. He didn't like the fact that the Rams were chasing the train, so he wanted to fast forward past that.
Oh.
Were you having a hard time while watching it, trying to not make a connection between that movie and theories about it?
What theories about it?
How it's a social commentary on racism.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that's obviously there though. That's not really a theory.
A lot of Disney movies these days do have crazy messages in them.
Yeah, what do you mean another crazy message?
Yeah, it's not crazy, not crazy, but like
under the guise of a children's movie, but it's like incorporating all these different themes that like the kids.
But that's not back at you. We had the X-Men cartoon growing up, and the X-Men cartoon or X-Men in general is just like that's all about race inequality.
Yeah,
I did know that.
Yeah, so it's just like it's always been messaging because like you have to. You're not gonna fix adults that are set in their ways, but you can help the next generation overcome stigmas and cruelties that we do to each other, hopefully by educating them young, and even if it's subliminally in a movie, because like, yeah, they're not going to understand the big gray area of the movie, but they're at least exposed to it. So whenever they have to engage with that subject matter later on in life, that they'll.
And it's always cool, like when you like rewatch something too. Like I'll have it like with actors that when you're younger, you never realize who they are, and then you get older and you rewatch that movie. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe they were in this.
Yeah.
So it's probably similar with a message. As you get older, rewatch the same movie,
clicking
more and more every time.
Yeah. It's like that one Disney movie, Pixar Disney, Turning Red. You're watching that movie and then you realize, oh wait, okay, I know what this movie's about.
Well, there was an outrage over that movie.
Yeah. Well, this was before the outrage, and I watched it on my own, and I was like, okay, wait, I know where they're going with this.
I've never seen it. I've seen parts of it.
It's
like coming of age and like menstruation, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Where were you at when it happened,
the turning red thing is like the big red period mark.
It's kind of blatant. But there was actual outrage over that. People thought they were teaching their children menstruation too early, I guess.
Don't take your kid to go see it if that's how you feel about it.
Right. So it's like taking your kid to go see Deadpool and Wolverine or something.
Well, they felt like
which I actually saw I want to tell you, I went and saw it.
We all have, so go for it, man.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm just happy I got to go see it. I never get to go see movies.
Oh yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
2 in a week.
Yeah, that's true. You saw Alien. Yes. That's right.
Alien Romulus.
I do want to see Alien, but I loved the Deadpool, man. I thought Deadpool was perfect.
Was great.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I was smiling from ear to ear the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took my dad to see it. He loved it too, because he's never watched the Deadpool movie, and he was like, "Wow, Disney allowed this?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." He loved it. But dude, we were talking about before we started the podcast. We were talking about how cool your room looks and everything. So you're like your movie posters and stuff. You're like a big movie head. So like, you love movies.
Yeah. No, I so my degree is actually in media studies and production. Like the production's the second part of it. I wanted to learn how to watch a movie the right way. I wanted to, or at least I wanted to test what my media literacy was.
What have we been doing wrong?
Everything.
Really?
Yeah. Just, you have to first off be willing to spend $60,000 on a degree, and then sprinkle some pixie dust. All right.
Right.
Are you following me still?
Yeah. Now I'm here.
All right. Cry about the crippling debt. Then you watch the movie. You can't enjoy it without the crippling debt.
Got you.
Understand?
Got you. First, break yourself down, then lift yourself up with a movie that hopefully doesn't leave you feeling sad at the end.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's a good strategy.
Just do whatever the opposite of Martin Scorsese says.
So, would you say that you are such a movie goer that you can't pick a favorite, or are you one of those people that have a favorite?
So if we ask you your top 5 movies.
Ooh, that's hard.
It doesn't have to be in order. I know
Flem. It doesn't have to be that. Yeah, we don't have to do it.
So I'm
Flem likes it being in order, but you don't have to do it in order.
Troopers.
Okay, great movie.
Yeah, Verhoeven did a tremendous job at making satire. Like I love that universe. It's such a good universe. It's so over the top.
I've never been, but I've seen.
But no, so RoboCop 2.
Very good.
Rodney approves. Yes.
Aliens.
I approve of that as well.
Trying to think of some other ones I like, because I like so many. I mean, this is like asking me the same, like the question of like, if you had to be straight on a desert island and you could only take like 10 albums with you, what albums would you bring?
We'll do that next.
Yeah, be prepared for that one.
Why did I say anything?
Why are you so gracious? 10 out. No one's ever done this where you have a quantity.
No, so I actually had to do that in college. It was it was a university test.
Not 5 is generous. It's usually 3.
I had to come up with 10 effing albums and give great responses, like 3 paragraphs each of these things. It was a huge paper. I was like, this is insane. Like, you're really making me think this much about my albums. And then I got knocked because I chose the MTV Unplugged Nirvana.
I have that hanging on my wall.
It's such a good album. It's one of the best Unplugged sessions.
You're not wrong. It's literally.
I got marked because it was covers.
It's literally hanging on my.
Who sold the world?
So when you're walking up my stairs, I have like a whole wall of albums. When you're walking up, it's like different albums, and that album is one of them.
Nice. No, I love it. It's such a good album. It's such a good album.
It is.
Yeah, and then I picked like Silver Jews, like their freshman album.
We'll bleep that out.
It's the band name.
Flem, I like how he's answering this question first before he answered the movie question.
Well, because I should buy myself time.
You said what, 3 movies so far?
Yeah.
You said Aliens.
Yeah, Aliens, RoboCop 2.
I already forgot.
And Starship Troopers.
Starship, yeah.
You just got 2 more. It's all right.
If you have to come back, yeah, that's true.
I feel like I gotta like do some research of not research, but just like Google some movie names really quick.
Why don't you make a list of 10, write a few paragraphs about each, and then from that we'll decide for you.
Yeah.
You'll decide for me which one is the best based off my arguments.
I don't want you picking some weird movies here. I mean, Ronnie, we kind of play this game every week, don't we?
We do. Well, at least one type of like favorite for somebody, like something like people are into. We try to choose like their favorite of something.
Would it be easier if we picked a genre?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it hard because like, I feel like I just picked 3
movie,
action movies. Oh, favorite comedy?
I could see comedy for you for sure. Comedy for sure.
Favorite comedy.
Actually, this is hard. This is actually a hard question. It's hard
because it's also like there's so many different types of comedies. Like you have your dark comedies,
rom-coms.
Oh, actually, you don't know. I can answer another one of my top favorite films. Birdman.
Birdman. Okay.
Yes,
that is a good one.
Or and Doctor Strangelove.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, you're talking about comedy, and that kind of actually flashed my memory of that one. Love Doctor Strangelove.
Nice.
Okay, refresh my mind on what Doctor Strangelove is, because now I think I don't know what it is.
All right, so Doctor Strangelove, or How I Stopped Learning to Fear and Love the Bomb, is a Stanley Kubrick film, I believe.
It's Shining related, no? Yes.
No.
What am I thinking of?
I have no idea.
I know what you're talking about, Flem. I can't remember the name of it.
Wasn't there literally a movie called Doctor Strangelove that was like a sequel to The Shining?
There was a sequel to The Shining.
No, that was
I forget the name of it.
Dr. Sleep, I thought.
Dr. Sleep? Okay.
Okay. My bad.
No, you were on the right page.
All these doctors.
You were on the right page,
nuclear war. It's the essence of like how stupid nuclear war is. Yeah, so it's the Russians have developed a dead man switch doomsday weapon that's gone off because somebody went crazy on an American Air Force base. It was you, Flem. in order to nuclear strike on the Soviet Union.
That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah. But I mean, there's just so many good quips and whatnot in the movie.
You said, is it a funny movie?
Yes, it's a satirical. It's a satirical film.
Sounds very serious.
It's very matters incredibly serious, and in the end, everybody dies. So it's
now I don't have to watch it. Perfect.
Yeah, because all the bombs go off. So the nuclear arsenals get launched, and everybody dies.
Oh, man.
But no, it's a great movie though if you want to watch it. It is definitely an all-time classic.
funny that I've mixed it up with the other movie because I feel like I've heard Doctor Strangelove before, and I've just always been associating it with that
The Shining sequel. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's Doctor Sleep.
I think you are right. Yeah, I remember Sleep being in there somewhere. Maybe it's Doctor No Sleep. I don't know. Maybe. You don't get nothing.
Maybe.
I think you are right though. I remember reading that. I heard that was good though.
Yeah, I heard it was great because you had what's it called, Ian McGregor in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a good actor.
I always end up watching. I love The Shining. That's like one of my favorite movies. So I've always get caught watching all types of like alternate theories about it. Yes.
That's because cool. I mean, like the book is different than the film because the film and like that's also Kubrick. So there you go. Yeah, and so is a Space Odyssey. What other ones has he done? He's done it quite a bit. He's a prolific director.
So that's 5. He's so good. Now let's hear about them 10 albums.
Oh yeah,
I'm not doing 10 albums.
Or maybe you can name one more game that you play.
One more game.
Oh yeah, that too.
I went through the Quake series.
Quake Roads.
What? The old.
You could say Killer Clowns. You know, we played that a lot.
Oh yeah. I guess I did stream that too. Yeah, no, I was thinking just the Quake franchise because I actually really enjoyed doing that. I got a couple followers and subscribers doing that the hard way.
Nice.
I went backwards though. I started with the most recent installment, Quake 4, from the 360 era. It was supposed to be like a Halo killer. It was not a Halo killer, obviously.
I don't think anything was a Halo killer. Everything that tried,
a Halo killer.
Everything tried to be one, but they never succeeded.
But I liked what they did with Quake whenever they turned it into an FPS as opposed to the boomer shooter, though. It was time.
Yeah.
And then what was I gonna say? But I have my favorite play. Do you want to hear my favorite play?
Sure.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
Oh.
Not Hamilton.
Not Hamilton.
No. I like Lin-Manuel Miranda. I mean, fellow Puerto Rican, you gotta represent.
Right.
But, so what was it called? Someone who was dead?
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. It's their side characters from Hamlet.
Oh.
Okay.
And it is a story about existential crisis. It's actually, like, honest to goodness, it is a phenomenal book. Like, if you read it, it's a play, obviously, so, you read the play. But if you're into that type of stuff, I would definitely recommend reading it. Like, if you're just interested in, like, a short enough read.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Sounds like it.
The level of depth is insane.
So it's like an expansion on the characters within Hamlet?
Yes. With them being non-existent, but they exist when they're whenever they're being called up to the play. So their journey in Hamlet is they're sent by the king to the Netherlands, I think, to talk to another king.
At the Netherlands.
Not the Netherlands, wherever. I don't know. I never read Hamlet.
No. I'm just kidding.
I thought you were correcting me. Sorry.
No. I've only seen Hamlet 2, that movie that it was Steve Coogan, whatever his name is.
Oh, the comedy.
Yeah, I've never been. Sorry,
I've never read Hamlet. I've never seen the play.
Have you ever seen Lion King 2?
Yes.
On DVD. It's they based that off of Hamlet. So technically, I have, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Wait, I have seen it.
So, all right. So, for those of you that don't know, the Lion King, the first Lion King was based off of Romeo and Juliet. The second one was based off of Hamlet. They kind of like took those stories.
Have they ever read Romeo and Juliet?
Look, that's just. Oh no, I'm sorry. Hamlet.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I got it mixed.
That was happening.
I got it mixed up. The Hamlet was based off of the first one. Romeo and Juliet was based off of the second one. That's what it is.
Makes more sense.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So I know the plot of Hamlet.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Yeah, pretty much.
But more involved in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
But yeah,
so
no, it's
mad
just
that
it's a
Disney.
story about
Sorry.
existentialism. You know, I love existentialism. Like what are we? Why do we matter? Stuff like that. Like it just I
That's
guess
awesome.
it just makes me want to rack my knuckles.
I'm glad you picked that. You could have said a lot of different things. So
Right?
Well, because I was trying to think of something PG because
you're
I'm still not
filtering it.
sure
You're
what
like
I'm allowed.
something
I
with
was
wiener, something with toes, something. You got knuckles.
Free roam here. Talk about whatever you want. It's on YouTube. It's not on Twitch. You're safe.
Yeah, but what if you want to monetize?
We won't be able to. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
We're not even.
I mean, this could be the episode.
Yeah,
True.
We're not even close. Ronnie's working. My boss is working real hard to get it done, but he's.
Yeah, this will be the episode that blows up. So
that's interesting though. I don't think
yeah.
if someone asked me what my favorite play was, I don't think I would have one. I was in the musical when I was a kid. I don't know. I don't know any other. I've never.
Curious George gets a haircut. The musical on Broadway.
I've always wanted to go to a Broadway play, but I've never been. Go to one in New York, but I haven't been to any.
This might sound shallow of me, but I just feel like I wouldn't be able to get into it. Do you think I'd be? I don't know. I just don't know if I could.
Like even if so,
really
like
seen one.
It'd be cool for the experience, at least.
No, for sure. I mean, it's definitely one of those like bucket list items.
For sure. Say you've
I'm
done
just
it.
not into many Broadway productions.
Yeah.
I was about to ask if you're into like theater in general, because you mentioned you like Birdman. I remember doesn't that has a theater element?
Theater
Yeah,
movie,
it has a lot of theatrical elements to it.
But you're not into that.
I admire it and I respect it. It's just not my thing.
No.
Yeah. Now, if I ever grow the cojones, I wouldn't mind attempting to join like a theater group and doing like local stuff around my area.
Hopefully,
but I'm not sure if I have the stones to do it.
You just go there and ask.
How are auditions going, by the way? I know you've been auditioning.
So I got invited to audition, but then I realized I don't have the accent because I don't have an accent.
You make the accent.
And they want no. For this because it's for like generative learning AI, it has to be authentic.
Jamaican.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they want a Northeast accent, so like that could be Bostonian and Vermont, which I was just in Vermont and I didn't hear anybody with an accent, so I submitted my audition. Fingers crossed I get it. I mean, it's a huge, huge payday. Like $280 an hour, my man. I shit bricks whenever I got sent the proposal.
I'll let you work for like 45 minutes though, or something like that.
Dude, that's still a couple $100. I'll take it. No, because it's been this year's been rough. Like it's been famine. Like I've only had a couple jobs. It hasn't been good. But
now, would you just do voice acting, or would you do like regular acting too?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like I don't like being in the camera. Even this is like this is fine because like this is just like us in a Discord chat.
Say you won't audition for Happy Gilmore 2 with me?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh no, I'll go.
You want to go?
Are you going? Where is this?
It's in Morristown, New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
They've already started on it. I don't know when they're like how long they're doing it for, but they have you could like sign up online or you could just go in person.
Oh.
Let's be an Happy Gilmore 2, dude.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Let's do it.
I mean, you tell me, I'll do it.
All right. we gotta plan
I'll
it
see
out.
if I can't. I got some free time Thursday coming up.
All right.
This weekend you guys are gonna have is gonna be insane.
We're gonna be extras in a movie. We're gonna be some monsters.
You're gonna see us in the crowd.
I'm a little jealous, honestly. This is crazy.
Fly out, come with us.
Do you like gin? I also have a lot of gin that I bought from my favorite place up in Vermont.
Oh, nice. I like gin. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is like
Roddy's
not
down.
toxic.
Maybe you guys could drink it on your way over to the
audition. Hey, he might like it. Adam might like it. Who knows? He'd be like, these guys, I want them in the crowd. Yeah.
No, that's right. That's what you said it was for, right? It's to be like a. Are you gonna try to do like some heckle on the field? You're gonna be like,
Oh, be like that guy in the first movie, Jackass.
yeah, that's gonna be your.
I don't know. It's whatever they tell me to do, I'll do it.
Yeah. That'd
Like,
be awesome. I used to work with somebody that used to like film extra stuff,
Oh yeah.
and he was in the Creed movie. I think the Creed 2.
Okay.
He was cast as the paramedic
Nice.
that woke Creed up from getting knocked out, I guess was what it was.
Very cool.
His name is Creed.
No,
The movie Creed.
The movie Creed, man.
Oh.
Michael B. Jordan, the Rocky sequel.
Yeah. Well, he said he woke Creed up.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because it's Apollo Creed's son.
I didn't know that.
That's why it's called Creed.
I didn't either.
You never seen Creed?
I've never
the
seen
Rocky
it. I
sequel.
just know enough about the Rocky movies. At least I hope it's Apollo Creed's son. I mean,
Yeah, no, it is.
I might. Okay, good. I was about to join Ronnie in the Bad Boys Club.
I know nothing.
Racially
that's cool,
profiling.
No, but Flem, I could see you in movies too, man. So you got to audition too.
Oh, maybe.
So Adam, Flem always wanted to be a comedian.
Wait a minute.
That's always been his passion. He's always wanted to be a comedian.
Did you show me videos of him in like Wilmington or downtown, wherever he was, like years ago? Like you have like YouTube videos of like you interviewing people?
Oh God, Ronnie, you did? Why do you
Is that you?
Ronnie?
That is him. That is him.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought I recognized your face.
Please, Ronald.
I love that
every
video.
podcast we do, this comes up. I did it one time,
But it was great.
Dude, it was fantastic. I thought that was hilarious. I even told Ronnie, like, I wish I had the
cameraman.
gumption.
That's all I need. I would do more if I could.
Oh, dude, we would do it with you.
All right, so now I'm part of the weekend. I guess I'll have to come
there
down.
you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go.
Abandon your family. Like, that's all you got.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
It's just like with the weight loss journey, you know, like Rob, the guy Always Sunny from Philadelphia. Rob McGarley.
Whatever his last name is,
We'll
yeah.
pretend.
Yeah, we'll pretend I know what it is. Like he said the thing about whenever you're trying to lose weight, and I copied it like verbatim, and somebody hadn't heard it, and I felt awesome. But because I lost 120 pounds a couple years ago,
Nice.
and it was great, and you know I felt really proud of myself, so I went on Reddit and I posted on like gym, like under the gym subreddit. I was like, hey, I lost 120 pounds. How does my muscle physique look from now to then? They're like, King, you look awesome. I was like, I feel so good. They're like, how the hell did you do that in a year? And it's like, well,
losing a whole Ronnie.
Pretty much.
No, that's good though, because Reddit can be scary to post on. You never know what people are gonna say.
Yeah. Well, the gym subreddits and the gym meme subreddits definitely seem to be pretty good.
Well, yeah, I could see that too, because people that like gym are like pretty positive with each other.
Right?
Yeah.
No, they really are. They really are. I mean, like, I've made a couple really good friends from going to the gym these past few years. It's a shame that they're moving away, though. Like, just as soon as I got become really good friends with them, they're like comfortable inviting them over to my house. Thankfully, it's only the Jersey, but I was just like, man, that's
Warhammer.
Yeah, that's
about to get him on it.
I was. They just know to run away.
Well, that's cool, man. So the gym grind's going. I can't talk. The gym grind's going good. That was a hard word to say. Gym grind's going good.
Yeah. No, so ever since coming back from Vermont, what was it?
$20. He edits that out.
No, we'll
just
see.
say gym grind.
Nah.
But
that's good.
No, so I'm really steady with it, but then I went on vacation, and then everything just went upside down, topsy-turvy, because like everything just starts happening back up. Like Laura started work again because she's a teacher, so you know her summer's over. Her summer classes got started up again, or they were ending, so they were really heavy with the final project. So I had to watch Charles for more. We started the potty training, so I was just exhausted. So I was only able to make it to the gym for maybe like an hour a day. every
What?
other day, so I would go for a run instead of
Hours,
lifting.
hours normal time though. So I mean, yeah,
I'm usually there for 3.
Dang.
that's dedication. I'm always there for an
Yeah,
hour.
I like the abuse.
Hey, that's cool. But
Usually I walk in and I'm like, yeah, this thing, nope, and I turn around.
so it's been a minute since I went, but I'm starting to get back up because I was waiting on a new insulin pump to come in because my old pump wasn't like allowing me to keep my weight, and I was just losing a lot of weight. Yeah, so my new pump, it's supposed to like help me like level my sugars more because it's like brand new. It's like a 2024 pump. So now that I got that, I'm able to like maintain my weight more. I'm kind of like back to gaining weight, and now I'm gonna start working out again for like more. Like
Yeah, I was
but
gonna ask you like how your journey was because I remember not the last time we talked, but a little while back. You mentioned how you're just starting up at the gym.
yeah,
As like that's pretty sweet. Like I love hearing when my friends and people I know go to the gym because like it's just like it's so important to me. Like it's helped me with the mental health problems. It's
Mhm.
helped me with just my sanity in like outside of I guess it's mental health. So I'm just gonna repeat myself apparently.
Big umbrella term. You're good.
yeah.
But just like physically, like it's like I just feel so much better, and like I'm able to play with my boy more. I can get down on the floor with him. If I was still like 370 pounds, there's no way that'd be happening.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and like I can fit into nice clothes again, and it's just like I
we
feel
see
good.
it.
I love it.
Yeah. No, it's a great feeling for sure.
Yeah. So I always push it for everybody.
Absolutely.
Just like the gym is a good place to be.
Hmm. For everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Looking
But,
for a girlfriend? Go to the gym. Get broken up with? Go to the gym.
True. That's true. Although I go at night, so you don't see many women at night. So
Yeah, I'm an 8 o'clocker.
I go at midnight.
I'm gonna start going around 9 in the morning though, because that's when pre-K starting. Well, I have a break in my day of being a dad. It's gonna be nice.
That is a good time.
Yeah.
Is it like always crowded in your gym?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I just use the Planet Fitness. But,
Okay.
it's like you can't beat the price at a Planet Fitness.
That's true. Yeah, that's why I like going at midnight though, because you only get like 2 to 3 people in my gym's kind of small, so it's not like a huge gym, but you get like 2 to 3 people. It's the same people every day, so I mean it's perfect for me.
That's how I was. I was going at 8 to 10, because 10's when they close. They used to be 24 hours, but they stopped being.
That's what mine is, 24 hours.
Yeah, lucky. Yeah, no. I miss when we, used to work for iHeart though, because they used to give us the YMCA memberships if you asked for it.
Yeah, they gave me that. I never used it, dude. I don't know why I never used it. I had it for the
huge, Ronnie.
I had it for the longest time. I'm like, why did I never use this? So you used it.
I'm gonna call you Swolney.
So you used it.
Swolney.
So
no, I actually gave it to Laura because they didn't have any family plans left.
Oh,
whenever
okay.
I asked, so I let Laura have it because we had a small gym in our apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
I would just use that because like I was so self-conscious because I was so fat back then, man. I didn't even realize how fat I was. But I was.
He says that he looked great.
No, dude, I was like 350 pounds.
You looked great.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Yeah, we're 6'. I'm 6'4". Yep. Yep. One more thing.
Okay, yeah. Here's me 5'5". I get it. Yeah, you know.
What's the weather like down there?
I gotta look up like this at you guys, you know. No, that's good, man. Gym grind's always good. So, but so your son, do you think he's gonna have a passion for like broadcasting and stuff too, or?
Maybe. So we took him to the Please Touch Museum in Philly a year and a half ago, and they had like a little broadcaster booth set up for the MLB showcase thing they had going on. They had an exhibit. That's what it's called, not a showcase. Exhibit.
Yeah.
So they had a Philly exhibit going on for the kids, and they had a broadcast booth, and he loved it.
Oh yeah.
Like it let you record yourself in the microphone. This is before he could actually talk. So he was just babbling into that thing, and then he heard it play back at him, and he loved it. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, he's gonna be better than me. He's gonna land that job and he's gonna stick with it.
He's gonna be the two. He's gonna be the two.
Be the two for Back to Radio.
Yes,
right.
Absolutely. Oh, that's funny.
I tried to get my wife to do it, but it was just very difficult for her because she's not naturally inclined at talking.
You better be careful.
If you need me to edit something out, I will.
Wait. Just added this one in. You know, she's beautiful. She's perfect. She sucks at talking.
We love
no, it's all good.
no, it's not bad. It's just like doing this is just like out of her nature. Like whenever, because like a lot of people, whenever you hit the record button, they freeze up and they just like don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've seen that with some of our iHeart people. They'd freeze up like right away.
Yeah. But like we're not like that because like I would be like that in person. That's why like again like filming I don't think I would be good at. But whenever I was behind the board and just the boom would come down, like it would be good stuff. Like I loved it. Like I could do anything in the booth.
Yeah.
But I remember that motorcycle event that we had to do. I had to get people's attention, like steal the microphone away from whoever was emceeing and get people's attention to do something. And nobody was listening. I was like, this is bullshit. I was like, what's going on? I was like, why was this MC better than me? Like, I'm trying to keep people from getting gasoline all over their motorcycle. Shouldn't they like want to listen to me? But no.
I remember the event. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really cared for the in-person stuff. I love
being behind the booth in the studio.
Oh yeah, just like broadcasting, not on. But I've broadcasted on site before though too. Like that best sports radio broadcast, I did a broadcast from the Poconos.
Okay.
Like we went to Pocono Raceway.
Nice.
And we drove their pacer cars, and then we got to do interviews with all the staff that was there, like the important people. Or not the important people. I don't want to say that because everybody's important, but the like the media forward people, like the public relations people. So like the head of the track and the media relations guys, and it was like that was good. Like that was awesome, and it won us the award just because it was the most unique event that any college had done, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Because I didn't do too many on sites, but I was always in the studio. Like I think I did do the motorcycle event too. I know I did the ones at the racetrack.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was always in the studio, like doing the games or doing NASCAR or something like that.
I'm gonna do games.
Wow, I did. Yeah. I trained you. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you and I was his helped with the football.
I was his trainer.
Wow.
Yeah.
But no, I used to love doing those in-person events though. So I actually don't know what I'm talking about because like, I used to dress up and go to those things. I had like a Star-Spangled Suit one year for 4th of July fireworks down in Dover. And like I got to drive this person's slingshot like motorcycle thing, like the tri-wheel thing.
Yeah.
Because he was like, dude, you're so cool, you're really nice to my grandson, you want to drive this? I was like, yes, I would love to drive it because I want to buy one. So I did that for a little bit until I realized like I could probably get in a lot of trouble for driving somebody's stuff as a minimum wage employee.
Well,
yeah.
What are your like future plans for like broadcasting and stuff like that? Are you seeing into the future? Like, any plans you want to do? Anything?
I mean,
any
honestly,
projects
related to that. It could be something new,
Yeah, anything.
The voice acting thing, I think I really want to pursue. There's some more classes I'm interested in taking to see how far I can take that. Actually doing like the potential theater group, like I mentioned, if I can just grow the confidence to step out of my comfort zone and do that.
Yeah.
Well, knowing that I have no real acting experience, like I'm not a trained actor. I never did thespian stuff in high school, but crazier things have happened. Like like I said, I throw self-doubt on myself, but I shouldn't because like we've been talking all night about my accomplishments, and it makes me realize that it's like I really did do something crazy, but I made it work.
Yeah.
You know, like I had no experience in working radio, but I made that work. I made production work. I made my own podcast work.
You're putting the passion in it, man.
Yeah, and it's like I've made streaming work. Like I've at least made affiliate. Like that's not it's not crazy. Like I think I'm only at like 98 followers, but
right.
But like that's still more than most people make.
Yeah,
like most people never even make affiliate.
Right, exactly. Yeah, dude. No, you're doing great things, man. I'm happy for you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I might honestly, I might even look on like Odyssey's website really quick to see if they have any open positions.
Cool.
Maybe re-email a certain
Happy Gilmore thing coming up. So
yeah, Happy Gilmore things that's coming up. So that could open up a lot of doors.
Yeah, true. You're gonna talk to some of our old people back at our heart.
No. So I'm not gonna name their name.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Sound bad because these aren't old people. These are people up here in my area, but they ghosted me, the bastards.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I mean, we're doing the interviewing, and then they're like, "Yeah, we'll reach back out to you." And then I never heard back from them, and I was like, "Do I email you back?" And look desperate. Like I don't even know what to do at that point.
Yeah.
Because like I did, and then I never heard back from that.
Don't think of it that they ghosted you. Think of it that whoever was in charge of that got in a really terrible accident. There you go. You got your wish.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But that's good, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that everything that you want to do, it's happening. Like you're making it work out for you. So it's really cool to hear stuff like that, man.
May not be at the pace you originally anticipated.
Right.
But the fact that you're still in the space, still pursuing, and I think
have that love for it. Right.
No, I appreciate you all letting me talk about it because it's nice to say it out loud because it's like it's like Laura doesn't want to hear this stuff anymore because it's she has a lot of her own stuff going on, and we have a lot of our combined stuff going on where it's just like talking to her about work stuff is it's just a drag because like it's been a drag but it's because this year's been slow but I'm still living it. I'm still alive. I still have a lot to be grateful for. It's like I'm not bitter. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I just want to share. I want to talk. Yeah. Because it's kind of like if anybody runs across this and they can relate to my story or my life, it's like I'm still kicking. I'm still happy to be here even though everything hasn't worked out my way. And it's not going to work out for everybody. But that doesn't mean give up. It just means find another way around. Like always overcome and persevere. That should be like the big takeaway, I guess.
Right.
For anybody listening, and then always know that you can rely on your friends, even if you don't talk to them on a regular basis. But it's like just know that you can like reach out because like Ronnie reached out to me the other day about the podcast, and I was like, yeah, man, I'll be happy to be a part of it.
And we appreciate it.
Like I've really been looking forward to this, man. Like I've been really looking forward to being able to talk.
Dude, you can come back anytime you want, dude. Yeah.
We'll have more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This every darn week.
We record every Sunday, so dude, yeah, we'd love to have you back.
Yeah, I appreciate
anytime. We know your love for podcasting, so we knew this would be perfect. And I knew you guys were gonna love each other too, because all your similarities. So
that's true.
Yeah, I've personally enjoyed the conversation. I think it's been great.
Yeah,
and I'm one of those people, by the way. Like with all your stuff talking about with your radio, I mean that's me in comedy. I have a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of things and moments where it was like going really well, and then I was and then I took personal steps back by choice. Shouldn't have. But I relate. I understand.
It's a hard balance act whenever you're at the whims of other people as an entertainer. Because like you have to take care of yourself.
For sure.
But you've also put yourself out there for other people to take care of you. Where like that can decide if you're gonna be able to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like I said about the social media, like, if you did check out my Instagram, I haven't posted in months.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I needed to step away. for my health, and that's really bad, or a bad look for producers looking to hire me if I'm going back to radio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it, because like everybody wants you to be an influencer
Right.
before you get on the air.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of those moments in movies when they say the title of their movie. He just said his name in the middle of that.
I did.
That's awesome. Well choreographed.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
It was.
A little shameless plug, but not really, because like it's also like that's the verbiage. That's why I chose the nomiker, Back to Radio. I just thought it would be a good one for reminding myself what the goal is, and the fact that there was supposed to be 2 people, but now there's only 1.
It's a very clever name, dude. I've always liked it.
Back one radio doesn't really fit.
No. It doesn't flow so great, right? It doesn't have the same meaning.
Ronnie and I don't have ways to incorporate our names naturally.
Right?
Well, I'm gonna go take my flemoxicillin and go to bed.
Let me go take another dub and get out of here.
That sounds like a poop.
Right?
Sounds like an aggressive poop.
If you're getting dubs in your own home, that's straight up dookie.
Right. Well, dude,
wow, it was awesome.
Yeah, so we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. So, dude, is there anything like you want to? You pretty much already did, but is there anything you want to like tell people, like give them advice or anything like that? I mean, you technically already did, but anything else?
I feel like we already touched on that. Yeah.
Well, give everybody your socials, like where they can find you. Like, I know, we were talking.
You mean the stuff that's already been hacked?
Yeah, 3 digits, 2 digits, 4 digits.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was
give everybody like your Twitch and everywhere else they can find you.
Absolutely.
Give them your podcast link.
Back to Radio on any platform: Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. I guess it's X now.
And that's the number 2. That's the number 2. It's like number 2 radio.
2.
Oh, that's the fun thing. Some of them it might actually be TOO.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
I don't know which though, because it's been so long since I've been on any of my socials.
Mystery man.
But Twitch is Back to Radio. That's the one you should be on, because that's the one that you can pay me.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm there every stream, man. You know that. So
I know. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate it.
I'm always down to play games with you too. So maybe we can get a game all 3 of us when Flem's not doing his challenge anymore.
If you guys are up at 4 a.m., that'd be fun.
Yeah. So I don't know if we said it in the beginning of the podcast, but Flem's been doing a challenge, like an alphabetical challenge. He's playing like every game of the alphabet. So not like every game, but like a game of that letter of the alphabet.
Yeah. It's like 26 games.
Yeah.
26 games, 26 weeks. Yeah, that's we're on.
A week. You have to dedicate a whole week to that game.
4 days.
Actually, it's 4 days. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 4 days.
And that's probably going to go down even less. I don't know. I got to figure out a way how I can do this still. It's.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but you always seem to get it done.
2 games, so.
If he loses, he has to do a punishment. So we always hope he doesn't have to do the punishment.
Everyone's hoping I do have to do the punishment.
Well, it depends, because like, what would you? Because it would be like a tattoo. What would you get a tattoo of for that
I'm
love
open
game?
to a tattoo idea. I just don't know what. And I mean, I don't think a swastika would look nice here. Joke. That's very joke.
Yeah.
I think that's the one. I think it's the one we have to really be careful.
You should get a little chick with a dick, and by that I mean like a little chickadee chicken.
Yeah.
Like a peep.
Yeah, a little peep.
Hey, there you go, the KFC game.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, the thing would be that the tattoo would have to be related to the game I lose at. So I don't know.
It's a KFC game, so that kind of relates.
So how do you lose then? You just
if I don't
stop
beat
playing
the game. Yeah, if I make the choice to not beat the game in the 4 days that I'm doing it.
Oh, you have to beat the game.
Yeah,
I have to see end credits. Or at least whatever would be considered the end.
So it couldn't be like a multiplayer game or anything like that. It has to be. It has to have end credits.
Yeah.
Oof.
And
not
come
like
pretty close to failing before. We've come very close, but we've made it every time.
Well, I mean, if you fail on this game, like Ronnie said, you can have the.
Yeah,
you can definitely have the chick with the big schlong.
I mean, technically, I may have already failed this one since I didn't stream it all this week. So
no, you don't. No, you didn't fail. You took a break. There's a difference. You're allowed to have a break.
Like, you have to be allowed to have like a little timeout.
Yeah, it's like a holiday. You don't want to stream on a holiday, Yeah.
Well, tomorrow morning, bright and early, I'll be trying to. I mean, we're talking in 4 or 5 hours from now.
I honestly just thought about that. Yeah, soon. I'll leave a lurk up for you for sure.
I might museum.
If I even.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? I might push it back an hour or something.
I'll throw your stream up, and if I'm in bed, at least you'll have my lurk. But anyway, Adam.
That's crying, so it's perfect.
Yeah, no, we should probably, because I know both of you got stuff you got to do. You both got your families and all that good stuff. So, Adam, we appreciate you being here, man. It was great having you on. Dude, we'd love to have you on again sometime. Flem, yeah, for sure. And Flem, is there anything you want to say before we go?
My son's having a rough night.
all good, man. All right, we're gonna let these guys get back to their families. We appreciate everybody hanging out for this episode. This has been episode 7. We will see everybody for episode 8. See you guys next time.